forensically, we've got everything we need now. So it's going to be a matter of time before this thing is done. I mean, we're about 90% done with everything. Now we're hoping somebody gets the hints before this thing gets out of hand.
This is 44-year-old Eva Dean Heisch. Eva is currently trying to lie her way out of the murder of Daniel Taylor. But while Eva pretends to be a witness, she has no idea that she is currently being sold out by her own partner in crime.
I'm going to incriminate somebody I love.
Do you think she loved you?
Yeah, once upon a time. When I first went in there, this dude didn't need to be killed. She told me this dude has to be killed.
Because this is Jesse Worley, Eva's boyfriend. Together, this murderous couple believes they have planned out the perfect homicide, living out their perfect fairy tale, only to throw each other under the bus, one
Yeah, Eva's been in. She gave a statement, threw you under the bus completely.
by one.
We got a text message the next morning from his mother saying, Jesse, who did you kill?
She gets hysterical. Some of them are crocodile tears, though.
She's making this whole thing sound like I did nothing, Jesse's a monster, Jesse did this, Jesse killed him.
On the evening of December 9, 2015, police in Collinsville, Illinois were sent to do a welfare check on a house in the 600 block of Ossel Drive. 68-year-old Danny Taylor hadn't answered his family in days. He was a retired truck driver and lived alone. But before officers even arrived at his residence, his relatives got there first and found him dead with multiple wounds. Police estimated that he had been dead for roughly 2 days, and the last time anybody saw him alive was lunch with family on December 6th. While assessing the crime scene, first responders noticed one crucial detail. Nothing was broken. There was no forced door or any smashed window, and whoever came into that house was let in. However, Collinsville police couldn't immediately identify a suspect due to a lack of witnesses. Detectives called in the Major Case Squad of Greater St. Louis, who worked it as Report 605 for about a week before handing it back. Then the case sat cold for 6 months. During all this time, detectives held on to one thread. Danny was a regular at a club called Miss Kitty's Showroom in Washington Park, and one dancer there knew him well enough to have been inside his home, 44-year-old Eva Heisch, who lived across the state line in Missouri with a boyfriend named Jesse Worley. Jesse, as it so happened, had gotten out of jail that October. Could both of them have played a role in Danny's death? With that question in mind, detectives started making the drive out to Park Hills, Missouri. They talked to people at the club who were all suspicious of Eva and Jesse, but couldn't give police anything substantial. But just before detectives would ask Eva for a formal interview, she called them herself and asked to meet.
All right, we're like we said before, anytime we meet somebody, especially at the parking lot of a show club, we got it recorded.
Yeah, no,
female.
I told him go ahead and
Yeah, and I know
record
that, but it's recording right now. I like telling people when that's going on.
Oh, it's okay.
But
So-
you wanted to meet with us to tell us something?
Yeah, well, I wanted to straighten out some things with you because I think that you guys are hearing a lot of drama and gossip and BS, and I'm concerned about it. Okay. When you guys came in, I can't remember the day. It was last Wednesday?
It could have been. I don't remember what day
Yeah,
it was.
Okay.
Sounds right now.
The first time you guys came in, which was, I believe it was last Wednesday, we had an incident in there when we were talking about the one girl that was working. Okay. Now, come to find out later, I got the real story. You guys said that you guys hadn't talked to her at all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No. I talked to her at the bar.
Right. but-
Rachel.
Right, but you hadn't told her what she
Oh,
said.
no.
Right.
Chit chat.
So I got that later. Michaela, I guess, the bartender, talked to her, and she said that she had heard all that down at Kitty's. Apparently, what she heard at Kitty's was that some girl, blonde girl that worked at Kitty's, her old man got out of jail. Okay, and that she thought it was me because they were showing the picture.
Oh.
Okay, so that's what happened there. Okay, but I want to clear a bunch of things up with you because I'm really concerned about what's going on, with all the gossip and everything like this.
Mhm.
Okay, Jesse's very upset because he doesn't like police. Okay, you obviously saw he didn't want me talking to you at all yesterday. Okay, and I said, well, Jesse, you heard the conversation, you know what I was talking to them about, and he's just concerned. I understand his point of view. He's facing some very serious charges right now. Okay, but what I'm concerned about most is everything that's going on and the fact that it's impacting my daughter. Okay, I don't want to lose my daughter over what's being said, and I'm upset about it. Okay, well, it wasn't you guys that came down there that night, down to Park Hills. Okay, the police came down there that night and they questioned me, they questioned Jesse, did the car, the trailer, and everything like that. Okay, we got a text message the next morning from his mother saying, Jesse, who did you kill? Or no, actually it said, who did Jesse kill? Like she thought that she was texting. Okay, so what we understand, we don't know from his mother if it was the police down Park Hills or if it was you guys. Okay, and I brought this up with one of your detectives the next night when they showed up. Okay, it's wrong for you guys to go around and say that, or whoever said that. If it was the police down in Park Hills that said that, listening to you, that's fine. But we got that night the same thing, and we're getting this constantly. You guys are wondering why we don't want to talk to you. This is why. This is what we're getting.
Okay.
So I'm concerned about it.
Why did you have to meet with us in person and tell us this? Why couldn't this be over the phone?
Because Jesse doesn't.
And why does Jesse not want to be around for this? You wanted to meet us without Jesse around. Why is that?
Right. I wanted to meet you without Jesse around because he does not like you guys. He doesn't want to be around you guys.
Well, he wouldn't have come.
And I understand that. I mean, my 6-year-old does not like police.
And that's fine. Now, there's a lot of people who don't like the police, but
Right.
why did you have us meet you here?
And they
specifically say
don't
to
want
come
you
without
in
Jesse?
here, and that's concerning me too, because you guys are coming in here. And what I hear yesterday, the manager coming to me and saying, the owner's done with it. The FBI has been in here and everybody.
FBI.
Right. I want to get this whole thing straightened out. I want to get it done.
But we do too. And this thing is going to get straightened out in a matter of time. I mean, forensically, we've got everything we need now. So it's going to be a matter of time before this thing is done. I mean, we're about 90% done with everything we need to do. Now we're just checking off boxes.
Right.
And now we sit and wait. And I have no doubt that after a
Sorry,
while,
it's hard seeing you.
I know it's too bright. I'm looking straight ahead. But I have no doubt that all the stuff's going to return and this is going to be just fine. Now we're hoping somebody gets the hint, gets out in front of this thing and decides they're going to cooperate with us before this thing gets out of hand and we have no choice but to go the route we have to go.
At this point, Eva is not under arrest. She asked for this meeting herself, which makes everything she says voluntary and permanent. However, the timing of this meetup is a bit strange. That same day, detectives had served a search warrant on her boyfriend Jesse Worley and taken his DNA, his hair, and his fingerprints. Hours later, Eva called and arranged to meet them without him. And as the detective mentions at the end, the forensics are 90% done, and they're hoping somebody gets out in front of this, which is a bait that Eva is about to bite in a few minutes.
I didn't talk to you the very first time whenever you talked to everybody else at Park Hills.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time that you went to Danny's place? Because you said you were there, you showered and stuff. When was that you went there?
Well, at the time, I'm not good on dates or anything like that. I've had a really bad car accident when I was pregnant with Sophie. I was 5 months pregnant.
Yeah.
I had a really bad accident. And I don't remember things the way I used to. Short-term memory, it's, non-existent pretty much most of the time. But I can remember, I can tell you my phone number from, back when I was a kid. I still remember my number. But when they came in, I told them I think it had been about 2 weeks.
From the day that they were talking to you.
Right.
Right.
But I wasn't exactly sure. They also asked me when he had come in and seen Teddy and gone back to the VIP room, the private room way in the back.
Right.
And I didn't remember when he had done that. So,
And just to clarify, because I didn't talk to you again, I'm getting this from second, third hand info because I haven't talked to you. This first time I really talked to you.
Yeah.
You said Jesse's never been to Danny's place with you. He never once ever came over.
No, Jesse has been to Danny's place. We were friends.
See, I was under the understanding that Danny had never been over to that apartment at all, to that trailer, to Danny's trailer.
Jesse had.
You mean the trailer? The trailer's ours.
No, I'm talking Danny's trailer.
No, Jesse's been over there.
Jesse's been to Danny's place.
Right. We've been over there.
See, when you talked to them the first time, you told them it was only you, that Danny's never been over to that trailer.
No.
So Danny has been to the trailer.
Yeah, no, I never told them. In fact, Cherry and I were sitting there talking about it that night. We were talking about a lot of things because she was talking about her husband and stuff like this.
So when was it that you and Danny and Jesse had been over to Danny's place?
I don't
How long
know.
has it been?
know.
I want to back up a little bit because you mentioned that Jesse had been with you to Danny's place.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were,
Yeah,
I was
because,
reviewing the interviews before and I don't recall that ever being said. So that's new to me that Jesse had been there before at all.
No, when I did the interview, I didn't talk to you guys anymore about that issue because of what.
That's the attorney.
Right.
Okay.
So I didn't talk to you guys about anything.
Yeah.
Okay. But at this point in time, I'm upset about everything. I just want it done and over with.
Oh, it's about to be.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about to be. We're closing in. We know exactly where this is going.
Okay.
But so just so that we're clear, then Jesse had been there before.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been there before.
Walk me through how many times that you guys have been there together, because this is new to me, and that you said you want to get the truth out there. This is the chance for you to get the truth out there.
I don't know exactly, 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
When would you think was the last time that he was there with you?
Like I said, I don't know. I don't know if it was before the last time that I went over or not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly when. So
the 2 weeks roughly before we talked to you in Park Hills. That's when you said you were there last, about 2 weeks
right.
ago.
I think it was about 2 weeks before.
And that would have been about the time he was there with you last. Every time you went to Danny's place
right.
was
What
Jesse
I'm
with
saying
you?
is, I think the last time that I went over there, I think it was to take a shower before work, and I don't think Jesse was there that time.
Yeah.
So.
But prior to that time, we're talking about how long before that was Jesse there with you?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know exactly.
Days,
I've
weeks,
known Danny
months?
for months, and
Roughly. You're talking days, weeks, months, years. What are you thinking?
no, because Jesse got out on October 21st. So
Right.
anything that happened after the point that he got out.
Well, I understand that. Yeah, he's not going to
So
break
yeah,
out
in
of
fact-
custody to go in there with you to Danny's place. So I get
right,
that.
because when he got out, I was having issues. I was staying over at a nursing home with a friend of mine.
Mhm.
Okay, it's not really a nursing home. It's like an apartment building next to a nursing home. Okay, and the guy. So we were having issues with that. So when Jesse first got out, we had no place for him or me to go to. So we were going back and forth places. There are, I think, probably about 10 nights we stayed at Caseyville at the motel over there.
Mhm.
And we've been back and forth to friends' houses, to other people's houses, acquaintances, family members, whatever.
Right.
The whole time. It's just a nonstop thing going on and on.
Right.
So,
Well, that's still. I'm not understanding what you're saying exactly when we're talking about the times that Jesse and you went there, because that's new information to me. I'm aware that you stayed at these other places already, but that's the part I'm not following with you. So you said he's been there with you 2 or 3 times since October 21st when he got out of jail.
yeah.
But we don't know exactly when those 2 or 3
it's
days
probably
were.
2 or 3 times.
Did
No.
he ever go there without you?
No, not that I know of.
How close were the 2 of you with Danny?
He wasn't close to him at all. He just knows him through me.
So whenever
So-
you go there to Danny's place, he would just be along with you.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Did you guys sleep there, or
Yeah, we slept there before. Just for a few hours, not anything big.
where do you guys sleep at? Oh.
We mostly slept in the car, but it started getting cold, so.
In your car?
Yeah.
No, I mean
in my
when you
car.
went to Danny's.
Oh, we slept in the bed.
The
He
bed?
slept on the couch.
Who slept on the couch? Danny? Or
Danny.
They let you two in his bed?
Yeah. But he's not a bad guy. He's a really good guy.
You're talking to
He's,
Jesse or Danny?
Danny.
That answer is one of the most important details Eva would reveal in this case. Until now, detectives knew one thing only. Eva knew Danny and had been in his house, but Jesse Worley had no connection to the victim at all, nor did he know where Danny lived. Officers had brought Jesse in on pure suspicion grounds, and if Jesse's DNA was found in Danny's house, it would be impossible to explain for both of them. However, Eva just conveniently solved that problem by linking Jesse to 2 or 3 prior visits to Danny's house, and a night when the 2 of them slept in Danny's bed while Danny took his own couch. Again, the timing of this revelation is strange. Eva can't recall what week she was last at Danny's house, but she can recall the one fact that would explain away her boyfriend's DNA, hours after police took it from him. And interestingly, every time the police had talked to her before, it had been only her going over there, and there was no mention of Jesse.
How about Danny? Did Danny
No,
ever?
he offered to.
But he never did.
He tried to. No.
Did you ever have?
No.
Did you ever
Danny
have?
never.
Did you ever have any contact with Danny at all?
No. Never.
And I'm talking nothing at all.
No. Except in the club, yeah.
Outside of dancing at the club, you never had any contact with him at all.
No. I don't think I'm Danny's type.
Okay.
I don't think Danny wanted me like that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He didn't get dances from me. When he came in, he wanted to be with other people. So it's understandable. Certain men have, certain things that
Preferences.
turn them on. Yeah. And I'm obviously not that person. Like I said, I think that I might have, I can't remember for sure, but I think that I might have danced for him one time in the beginning.
Mhm.
But I don't do anything else with him,
Right.
And that's fine.
Did you ever, and some of these questions are personal, I understand that, but did you and Jesse ever on Danny's bed?
No.
Never ever at Danny's house at all?
No, I don't think that we did anything when
Okay.
we were together that night.
Okay.
I
So there's
don't
no
think
reason at all why, if the forensic labs comes up with any kind of fluids from either you or Jesse, why any of that would ever be in Danny's house?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. And on Danny himself too. If there's anything tested on Danny, is there any reason why
No.
anything from you would ever be on that?
No.
Okay.
You're talking about his private areas.
We test the body head to toe.
Okay.
I mean, is there any
Alright.
reason why anything from you would be on him whatsoever at all?
No.
And I understand that
Nothing
you've
at all.
danced for him before, but you're not dancing in the same manner to leave fluids on a body.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So no reason at all why
No.
that would
Not
be
at
there. Okay.
Right.
And same with Jesse. There's no reason any.
Oh, Jesse does not do anything with men.
Well, and I'm just asking. I mean,
I'm sorry.
sometimes guys do. I don't care, but that's what I'm asking.
No.
No reason why Jesse would have either, right?
No.
Okay.
No. There's no reason why any of our fluids should be on
Anything at Danny's house.
anything that he has.
And now
right?
that I know that
I mean,
Jesse's there,
if I did actually dance for him, like I think I did way back in the very
Mhm.
beginning that one time or something, I don't even see anything getting on him. I mean, I have a T-bar on. So there should be no reason why there's any kind of fluid
Mhm.
on anything that he.
is there any reason you're not remembering something correctly if we go to talk to them and they because we'll do photo lineups, all that kind of stuff. Is there any reason why they would pick you or Jesse out of that at all? Any reason at all? Maybe you
I
forgot
don't
something.
think so.
Maybe you went back for anything at all.
Mm.
And again, you're not in trouble for this, but I just want to be able to understand this correctly. If someone says that, yeah, I saw this person there and they identify you or Jesse, I want to be able to know why.
I don't
So
think
is there
so.
any reason why you would have forgotten something and decided to come back and maybe not even gone in there, but maybe would have been on the outside looking for something? Is there any reason why that would have happened?
Mm-mm. Not that I know.
So no reason at all why you would have been there at all
No.
right around that time.
No reason at all. I mean, like I said, I think the last time I went over there was the time that I went over to take a shower. And I don't even know what time I would have been over there because I'm trying to think. I remember when I went over that time, I was thinking something about, do I have enough time to get to work? So it was probably like an hour before I had to be on the floor.
And Miss Kitty.
Usually I have to be on the floor by 7 or 8 o'clock.
Good night.
It would have been, well, no, back,
Morning? No.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking there was still some light when I went there. When I came out, there wasn't. But I'm not sure. So, but I pulled straight up in his driveway. It was right there in front of his house. So, anybody would have seen it was just me getting out of the car. Whether it's night or day, my car lights up.
Eva describes how she used to arrive at Danny's house, straight up the driveway, right in front of the house, in a car that she says lit the whole place up, where anybody could have seen her. Keep that detail in mind, as Eva goes on to reveal something extremely alarming.
Were any of those private dates with Danny? Did he ever give you money to spend time with him at all?
No,
No, I'm talking give you money to spend time with him.
no.
That never happened. He was
The
never one of
only
your private
money
dates.
that Danny ever gave me was inside the club.
Okay.
But Danny didn't have money.
Mhm.
That was the whole thing. I mean, I explained to you guys before, and I don't know if it was that night at Kitty's or if it was the next time. Danny didn't have money except for one certain time of the month. He would come in and he would spend a whole bunch of money, and then he wouldn't have any money.
Mhm.
So whatever he spent, and I don't know how much he spent. Like when he went back there with Teddy, I don't know how much he spent. I know what girls charge when they go back there.
Yeah.
And usually it's around $425. That's usually what they say. They say
$425
$300
Wow.
on top of the $125 for the bar. Right.
Does that have to get laid?
But I don't think he paid that because he didn't have money.
Yeah. Why were you so elusive to want to mention anything about your brother when you talked to the detectives the first night in Park Hills? You didn't really want to say anything about your brother when you were talking to them.
Well, most of what was said about my brother was said outside. I was said off camera and we were talking about it.
But there was some of it when they'd ask you, you said, I don't want to talk about that. You were very clear that you didn't want to say anything about your brother. You got very upset talking about your brother.
I'm upset with everything that's happened with him.
Yeah.
And the fact that he would do what he did.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's just...
Now, you know how the rumor mill goes. So the rumors were that you were involved in the stuff that your brother was doing, too. I mean, that's ultimately what is getting thrown out there.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's a big reason why they probably want to talk to you about it. So was there any involvement with you and your brother
Who wants to talk to me?
when the detectives talk to you? I think that's probably a good reason why they want to talk to you about your brother, probably. Because
the detectives in Park Hills.
Yeah.
I'm confused. I thought you were talking about Albuquerque.
No, the detectives in Park Hills. That's a good reason they're probably wanting to talk to you about your brothers, because there's the rumor mill, as you've mentioned 1,000 times before, always keeps saying, well, I heard she had a brother who, killed a bunch of people and she had involvement in it. So they're probably wanting to talk to you about that. But I think when they originally wanted to talk to you about that, you were just, I don't want to say anything about my brother. You were very distant from the brother.
I don't know the exact dates on my brother. Like I said, I can't remember crap anyways, even if I tried to remember. But whenever he did what he did, I don't know if it was spread out or if it was all together or what. But I remember back when I was pregnant with Sophia, and I was towards the end of my pregnancy with Sophia's when I got the call from my dad, and he said that media was out there at his house about it. Now, he never told me when it happened before then. And I remember speaking with the Albuquerque Journal on it and everything like that. And I'm not sure, I read what I read on the internet about my brother. And that's what I know. That's as far as it goes.
So the same things we know about it then?
Right, because detectives never came to me. They never talked to me. They never questioned me about it. The Albuquerque Journal, they wanted to question me about my past with my brother and everything. They never went into detail about what he did. So anything that I see on the computer about him.
Did you get in any trouble with your brother when you were real young? That came up sometimes. Was it an armed robbery or something like that?
And that's why everybody,
Well, and that's where I'm coming from. And is that why people are assuming these things? Did you get in trouble with him for... And this is all old crap. I don't care about it.
I got arrested when I was 16.
Was it an armed robbery or was it something to do with...
It was an armed robbery.
The money angle here is even worse for Eva. Court records show 2 Arizona convictions for Eva back in 1987, when she got in trouble with her brother for a robbery. This makes her already suspicious in a case that began because of money. And so far, the detective hasn't asked her to explain Danny's finances, but she still lays out his whole cycle anyway. That's a bit strange for a woman who claims she had no interest in the victim's money. A few days after this interview, Jesse was accused of grabbing Eva by the neck and holding her down, and he pled guilty to domestic battery. Then they had a bad argument, and Eva went back to the detectives to do damage control, in case Jesse got there first. However, that backfired. Jesse became convinced she was trying to turn him in, so he asked to speak to investigators himself. The detectives drove across the state line to take him up on his offer. Before his interview, police didn't have anything substantial against either of them, but Jesse's interview is about to change that.
I didn't agree to no video camera being around here.
Okay, well, we're doing statements, so.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm just going to tell you that what she told me, but I'm not doing no camera. I'm not writing it down.
Okay. Well,
you don't have to write anything.
You want me to?
down. Okay. No, hold on. No. We have to record. Okay. We're not being seen as, we're not going to people know we're not beating on you and you're not acting up. You're not acting a fool. You're just being you, and we're just here talking. So everything is up on the up and up. Okay? So that's why we do that. That's mandated for your safety.
Every single person we talk to is always on tape, man. That's for our good and for your good too, man.
Okay. So let me get this straight. Eva came to you today and was making incriminating statements about me?
Well, we'll get to all that. I want to.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, we'll explain everything that was. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to go through everything with you, man. Okay. And this is a chance that we would think that you made comments that you wanted to talk to us and you wanted to.
Well, she told me she killed him. But she didn't give me no details. She didn't tell me how she did it.
Okay. Well, here's the deal, okay? We want to get what you have to say, all right?
That's what I got to say.
But before I need to read your rights so you know what's going on. Okay. So I mean, if you got something to say,
That's what I just.
go right ahead.
That's what I said. She told me she did it, but I don't know details or how she did it. Or
What did she say she did?
she said she killed him. That old man used to come into her club.
Okay.
I guess he liked to spend his money on horse.
Okay.
Where did she say she did this at?
She didn't say. Well, I guess she did it at his house. She didn't say she did it.
You guess she said.
She didn't say where she did it at.
Okay.
I'm guessing she did it at his house.
Okay.
Because she probably was going over to make house calls or something. I don't know. She said she makes house calls or goes to motel rooms like that with other men.
Do you know where this guy lives?
No,
You don't know where he lived? Okay.
I don't know. I never met him before in my life.
Okay. How have you ever been into the club?
Which Miss Kitty's where she used to work at?
Yeah.
I've been inside the best of you. I've been to the bar a couple times before it opened. Yeah.
So, I mean, are you sure? How do you know you didn't meet him? That's what I'm trying to get at.
I've never really talked to anybody at the club except for the managers and a couple of girls that worked there. I've never really talked to none of the customers that come in. I'm not allowed to be in there when the customers are. Boyfriends and husbands aren't allowed to be in there.
Right. Okay. So you're saying that you don't know anything about him. Okay. Have you ever been to anybody's house? Anybody's house that any of her clients from any of the bars?
I wouldn't go to people that are giving her money for whatever they're giving her. I don't know if she's just beating on them or talking bad to them or if she's actually, I don't know what she's doing exactly, but it's for money. And no, I'm not going to their house. Never.
So there'd be no reason for any of your things to be there or any of your
Any of my DNA, hair,
Anything.
fingerprints that you guys got the search warrant for? No, I wouldn't think so. It shouldn't be if I've never been there.
Did you see who the person was that was involved in it? The victim?
She's told me his name, but I didn't see the name of the victim.
Okay. Do you remember what that name is by chance?
I think it was Danny something.
Danny something? Okay. Well, yeah, that's exactly what we're working on here. And it's a case involving a homicide, and the victim's name was Danny. Now, is there any reason why Eva just out of the blue would call us, ask us to come down here and talk to us for at least, 2 hours? We're still talking to her right now. Still talking to her. Is there any reason why she would call us out of the blue to get us up out of bed, away from our families, to come all the way up here to talk to her now for going on 2 or 3 hours?
Well, if she's telling you information about me, I'm assuming it would be to be vindictive toward me.
What would she be vindictive about, though, man?
And what she says that I'm mean to her. I don't know.
Okay. Because right now, I tell you, she is telling all of our detectives that are up here talking to her exactly what happened that day.
Okay.
All right. Now, this is the chance to think of this as a one-seater bus. All right. Mm-hmm. We've got one ticket we can hand out to somebody to get their bus ride,
right,
so they can get their side of the story out there. Okay. She right now is talking to us, and she's been talking to us now, like I said, for 2 or 3 hours. She's actually in the car right now, riding with our guys, pointing out different items of evidence and different things to show us, all involving this case. That's happening right now as you and I are talking about it. Mm-hmm. I'm not holding any punches here. I'm not lying to you. I'm not doing any of that because I don't think I have to. All right. I'm telling you exactly what's going on right now, Jesse.
All right.
So this is your chance right now for you to get on board with this thing and tell us what's going on here. Because I can tell you the little bit she told us. I'm not going to spoon feed you here because I want to hear the honest truth from you.
All right.
But the little bit that she has told us, Jesse, is that you're the sole person involved in this case.
It's obvious that Jesse has come here to hand Eva over to police, but his story has a weakness. If Eva did this alone and confessed it to him months later during a fight, then he was nowhere near that house. Not that night, not ever, which he tries to explain away over and over again. But detectives already know that's false, and they've known it since Eva's car interview. She had already revealed that Jesse had been inside the trailer with her 2 or 3 times. His first denial of the night is one that detectives can already disprove, and Jesse has no idea what they have for him next.
No, this is like, is Jesse going to be left holding the bag from this controlling person that's trying to control everything that he does? Now she's going to control your whole fate for the rest of your life?
She's going to control my fate. I didn't do nothing. I don't know the guy. I never met him from my life.
Have you ever been in that guy's house?
No.
See, that's the problem I have. I have a major problem with that.
Okay.
All the evidence and everything we're looking at, I know for a fact that part is a direct lie.
Uh-huh.
So every single time that you're
You
lying
see
to us
me
right
in the
now,
house?
based off the
Somebody
evidence
else
that
see
we
me?
have,
Somebody else see me in the house?
based off the evidence that we have, we know for a fact
If you
that
have
you've
my-
at least been in that house.
If my DNA's at the crime scene, why are we having this conversation?
Okay. So about the time that Danny was killed, all right, what date are we looking at there? Would have been early December. When's the last time that you were in Illinois right around that time? What do you do when you go to Illinois? Where do you go?
You go to the motel and stay where she's working.
But you never go anywhere else other than that? Do you travel around Illinois anywhere? I mean, you're a Missouri guy.
Not really. No, not really. I went to Walmart, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. But other than that, do you ever go anywhere?
Not really.
All right. When you go anywhere, is it only with just you and Eva, or do you go with other people too?
No, it's just being by myself or with you.
Yeah. What kind of car do you guys take when you go places?
Well, the only car she's ever had is that green one until
Yeah.
recently.
The one that got the autism plates, the Tennessee plates on it, the Transformer sticker on it. Yeah,
Well,
that's the only.
Used to have a transformer.
Yeah, the same car I'm talking about though. But early December is about the time that that a lot of stuff happened. So we're thinking what December? Remember the date?
6th.
December 6th. All right. Were you ever even in Illinois December 6th?
I don't remember. I don't know.
So very early December. Do you remember anywhere you would have been that day? Was a Sunday?
I don't know.
But if you were in Illinois, the only place you would have been like the motel next to the club where you're waiting on Eva.
Gas station next down. Gas station. I don't know.
What gas station?
I said, only place I would have been is either at a club, a gas station, or somewhere like that.
I mean, how?
There's a gas station directly across from Miss Kitty's.
Mhm.
So would you have any reason to go anywhere else?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember.
That's what I'm asking you, man.
I don't remember what we were doing that day. I can't tell you exactly.
How far
What
in
towns have
Illinois?
you been in Illinois?
Been in a couple.
Like what?
Just the ones in the Metro East, really.
That are right around the club?
Yeah.
In December?
Yeah, probably.
Well, Jesse, I'm going to let you in on something here, man. This is one of many things that we have here. Surveillance. That is of you and Eva, right?
Mm-hmm.
Inside of a gas station.
Right.
And the city that is in is nowhere even near where Eva works at. In fact, the gas station that you're in is actually very close to where a victim lives at.
Mm.
All right. So I know that you were in the area. Just off of that alone, that's not even including the evidence that we have either.
Is it Collinsville and Belleville and Washington Park all in the same vicinity?
Not really.
No.
Not at all.
There'd be no reason to go there
Uh,
because she's working at Miss Kitty's.
Well,
Where that is.
we stayed in that motel right there in Caseyville. So I've been to Walmart in Collinsville a couple times. And when we were staying at that motel in Caseyville.
What did you say at the motel in Caseyville?
Different times. I don't know, whenever she got tired of driving back and forth all the time.
This gas station is nowhere near Caseyville. All right. Nowhere near Washington Park. Nowhere near anywhere else right there. Collinsville is not that close to the hotel that you stayed at in Caseyville either. There's no reason for you to be at this gas station that's not close to anything and everything else that you talked about.
Well, I think Collinsville and Caseyville are pretty close
All right.
together.
So we're not going to sit here and talk about all the all you're doing right now, Jesse, by lying about the most simple facts of I've never been there,
Never been
is,
where?
is digging even deeper.
Well, I
we
didn't say
know-
I've been to a gas station.
We know already that you've been to the man's trailer. You at least know that you've been to Danny's house. Why you would not want to at least be honest about that? I'm not saying that. I never even once said that you were there that night. I'm asking, have you ever been there? And you said no.
I don't know the name.
You said I've never been to his trailer, which I already know to be a lie right there. Just you got into an argument with Eva in front of a group of people where you actually said in front of them that. And this is the part that I find interesting, Jesse. And I can tell by the way you're looking at me, you're not going to believe anything I'm going to say, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay? You said out loud that I killed him. I killed the man, and I did it for you. I killed your boyfriend. Now, the reason I find that relevant is that, first of all, you said it's her boyfriend, which I don't know if there's some kind of pent up anger there between you and Eva. I don't know if you're mad that she was messing around with these other guys or what. I find that to be pertinent to that statement. And it's not one person that told us you said that, Jesse. 3 separate people told us that you said that.
Okay.
And you can sit here and think that I'm lying to you, and I'm not. People sat in there and gave a recorded statement
I'm not
saying
saying you're lying.
all 3 people giving us the same statement, none of which live together. Jesse, what do you think that looks like?
These aren't Eva's friends either. They're not here to back up Eva.
That photograph is the reason why Jesse is still in the chair hours later. It puts him standing next to Eva in a gas station minutes from where Danny lived, in a town he says he has no reason to be in, within the same time frame as when Danny died. For Eva to have done this by herself, she had to have been away from him that night. However, the camera has the 2 of them arriving and leaving together. Then there are the 3 witness accounts that support this theory. Months before either suspect said a word, detectives found 3 separate people at different addresses who'd had no contact with each other, and all 3 described the same argument. Jesse saying out loud that he killed the man and that he did it for her. These testimonies were the reason why detectives initially took Jesse's DNA. For now, Jesse knows that his best chance to get out of this situation is to throw Eva under the bus, and he does exactly that.
Right now, she's doing the whole Jesse's bad, he's evil, he's this, he's that. I'm trying to get away from him. He's so abusive. He's doing this.
She looks real beat up, don't she?
She's crying, man. And I'm not
Oh
telling
my
you we
God.
believe
You
it,
know
but
how
she is. Tears falling down her face, and that's like 2 hours worth of her sitting there crying. And you've seen her do that. You got to have seen her. We just talked to her, and she's doing it for us for 2 hours, man. I'm sure you had to have seen this.
Oh yeah, she gets hysterical. Some of them are crocodile tears though.
What, crocodile tears?
Fake tears.
All right.
I'll bet they're crocodile tears. Do you think she's ever shed a real one?
That day that we went and got the swabs from you and the fingerprint, remember that day? I mean, that can't be a comfortable thing to have police showing up trying to get all that stuff from you. I get that. Did Eve ever tell you that she called us that day after we did that with you? Did she ever tell you that?
I don't think so. She might have told me. I don't remember.
She called us and she said, hey, I want to meet with you guys and I want to talk to you when Jesse's not around. I don't want Jesse to know we just met. So myself and another lieutenant went and met with her at Seamo's on the parking lot and talked to her for a while. She didn't come out and say, hey, Jesse did this, Jesse did that. What she did say, which I found very relevant, is that she came and said, hey, I just want to let you know that Jesse has been here before and we've slept in the bed together. When we did sleep in the bed together, Jesse was actually a gentleman and let Danny sleep on the couch.
And that's a lie.
So she never said you guys did anything wrong, but she just said you guys slept in the
I
bed.
think it's a bald-faced lie.
Well, maybe it is. But
what she's trying
why
to
do
do.
you think she did that?
Yeah. Do you know why she did that? Do you know why she would call us the day after we got all your stuff from you?
There. Your DNA.
She knows my DNA there?
Yes. That's why she said that.
She's calling because she, at the time, was trying to set up an alibi for you, trying to help you. But for some reason, and I'm not lying.
Did she say we
No,
Yeah.
she said you didn't.
didn't have with my DNA
She said
there?
it in
No, she said they didn't.
the YouTube, but
She said you guys did not that because we asked her that.
Okay.
She said you guys never. Yeah, I'm not lying to you, man. She says this.
Yeah,
But she says she's saying this because she's trying to help you.
help me.
But so because she's trying to set up an alibi, trying to.
this is the time when you guys are still good to go. You guys are still feeling the love or whatever. Okay. And this is when she says, I don't want you guys talking to you. You come to me because he don't want to talk to the police. You want to do this. She's trying to run the show then.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm an upstanding, law-abiding citizen. I'm not going to sit here and try to say I'm here to help the police.
Right.
You know what I mean? I respect the man in his job.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't.
But what I'm saying is she knew you were at the house. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's when she let us know for sure that you were at that house. Okay. Because she was trying to cover. Oh,
It
yeah.
sounded like she was trying to incriminate me more than
No,
anything.
not at all. She's
No,
trying
not
to
at
cover
all.
your. We're gonna find
She
it.
knew she knew.
But you found my DNA there.
Yes.
That's all.
If you
That's
found my-
all she wanted
Yes.
us to do is to
If
meet
you-
with her. Hang on. All she wanted us to know that day was that you slept in the bed. She had no other reason for calling us other than to tell us that. Within hours of us having done the search warrant for your, DNA, hair, all the stuff we did. You don't find that weird that she would call us within hours? We found that extremely weird. That she would call us completely out of the blue just to say, hey, I want to let you know that we've slept in the bed together. She didn't say you did anything wrong. All she said was we slept in the bed together. We asked her why in the hell she waste her time for calling us to go meet with her 30 minutes away, 20 minutes away, just for her to tell us that. But she said that's all I wanted to tell you, and we parted ways. There would be no reason you've ever washed your hands in a sink, right?
Mhm.
No.
I don't know. Apparently not. If I've never been here.
Well, if you're saying you've never been to Danny's place, right? Is there any reason why you would have washed your hands in a sink? Can you answer that?
No.
You can't answer that? Have you ever washed your hands in Danny's sink?
No.
So there'd be absolutely no reason why we're finding any DNA of yours in that sink?
You got DNA from me washing my hands in the sink. You got my DNA at the crime scene.
Is there any
She can't incriminate me.
Yes, she is incriminating you right now.
God,
That is as far from the truth as you can even think. Don't sit down, sit down and talk to me about what you just said for a second. I want you to listen to what you just
But
said.
the things she's telling you that I did.
Yes, that have been corroborated. All of it.
Okay.
Have a seat for a second, man. Just sit down for a second. We're not going to scream and yell at you. But
Well, I'm not worried.
I
about
want
that.
you to be fully aware of what you just told me. You just said that she's not going to do anything to incriminate me right now. That is so far
That she
off.
hasn't-
Listen to me, Jesse.
Okay.
That's probably even further away from the bull story you just told me about never having been in that trailer, because we obviously knew that was bull before he came in here, and we wanted to ask you that on purpose. That's a box I'm going to check, to be honest with you, just to say that I know he's lying about that. Let's test him. And you fell hook, line, and sinker.
In Eva's first interview, she was scrambling for an innocent reason for Jesse's DNA being in that house before anybody had found any of it. But here, detectives tell Jesse the opposite, and the threat of being betrayed by Eva is about to work. But Eva doesn't get a free pass here. In her second interview after the fight with Jesse, she paints the story like this. They were out of gas money, drove to Danny's to ask him for a loan, and she fell asleep in the car while Jesse went inside. However, she knew too much about how the house looked, considering she never even entered it, where Danny's phone was, how the liquor had been boxed up, and how his legs were hanging off the side of the bed. Jesse arrived for another interview the next day, and what he would reveal in this interview would make it easier to charge both him and Eva.
Jesse, we met. It's been a long time.
Am I being rid of warm?
Yeah, we'll cover all that. You want to have a seat?
No, I don't. I'll sit down.
All right. You're being audio and video recorded. All right.
There it is.
All right, Jesse. This is a warrant from Madison County, Illinois, okay? It's an information. Thomas D. Gibbons, State's Attorney for the County of Madison, State of Illinois, in the name and authority of the people of the State of Illinois, charges that Jesse James Aurora, Lake Count 1, first-degree murder, Class M. Count 2, first-degree murder, Class M. Count 3, first-degree murder, Class M. Count 4, armed robbery. Okay, your bond is $1 million. And you can see it right here if you want to look at it. All right?
Can I give a more detailed statement?
Absolutely, you can. That's why we're here. I'm here to talk to you to get your side of the story because I think you've been done dirty. All right?
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, camera's rolling.
Has Miss Heish been charged with murder?
Well, I'm going to explain it to you, but I do need to go over a couple things with you before we start talking, okay? You remember this Miranda form that Detective Jackson did with you?
I understand about Miranda.
Okay. Do you have any questions about that?
No.
All right. So we want to get your side of the story on this. I know we haven't talked since probably December or whatever, but
Right.
I'll be straight up with you and kind of let you know what's going on. All right. Yeah, Eva's been in. She gave a statement. Threw you under the bus completely.
So was she charged with murder too?
She hasn't been, but I anticipate she will be.
She hasn't been.
Not yet.
Are you serious?
She's in custody.
Things are a little different because you're on this side of the river.
Right.
Wow.
But clearly, we're interested in hearing what you got to say.
Okay, so well, she goes over there. And I stay in the car. She parks on up the street, a couple blocks up, and she walks down toward the well, there's how streets are set up. So I'm sitting right here, and she walks kind of down like to the caddy corner,
Okay.
to where the houses are, and she goes down there, and she's gone for about an hour and a half, and she comes back and she tells me that she needs some help. So I go down there, and he told me that the guy that she was dancing for didn't have any money to pay her.
Okay.
So she drugged him. There's some type of sleeping pill or some type of pill there that made him go to sleep.
Okay.
In the house. And I guess after he went to sleep,
Okay. So, what was going on in that house when you went in there? What was the setup? What did it look like? What did you see?
when I walked in, there was the front room, the bedroom to the right. And I walked in, there was a lump. Obviously, it was a body on the far right hand corner of the wall. I gave her a knife before she went in there because she went in there by herself.
What kind of knife did you give her?
It's a kitchen knife. Like a serrated steak knife.
Okay.
Where did that come from?
Where did it come from? It may not have been serrated, actually. It was a steak knife, though.
Okay.
But
How big was it, Jesse?
roughly 8-10 inches.
Okay.
And where did I get it from? I
Mhm.
bought it from home. Where it was staying at in Deloge.
Okay. Is that with Michael?
Mhm.
Okay.
I brought it with me because I was going up there to fight this dude. I just brought it just in case. I didn't know. But she was going in there by herself, so I said, well, if you try to, here's a knife, I'm not going in there with you. Take the knife with you. So she went in there. I don't know if she used that knife, but
But I mean, you saw more than just a body. Can you kind of tell me what you saw? We know or at least we believe you were in there with her. Okay, at some point you said you were, right? So, did you see wounds on the guy? Like, what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
I seen there was discoloration right here. I seen there was shit on his neck. I seen that his neck was struggling.
Did she ever tell you what happened?
She told me that he called her for these services, didn't have any money to pay her. So I guess she continued to socialize, and then somehow slipped in these Mickeys, whatever they were. Was there a toxicology report? Was there
There's
something?
nothing.
There was no pills.
Nothing in his system at all.
I seen the bottle.
Under felony murder, if you take part in the robbery and somebody dies during it, you're guilty of murder. It doesn't matter who held the knife. So Jesse trying to claim he was waiting in the car doesn't save him, and neither does Eva's claim that she was asleep in that same car. Apart from this, Jesse made a critical mistake in his telling of events. He says he sat in the car for an hour and a half while Eva went in alone, and that he only found out afterwards. Then says he handed her an 18-inch knife he'd brought from his own house. Nobody carries a kitchen knife across the state line to sit in a parked car. Not only that, but a toxicology report found no trace of the sleeping pill that Jesse mentions.
Just be straight about it, because I know you know. Because you know what? That's a traumatic. You didn't expect to walk in there and see some dude's throat. All right?
Right.
I totally believe that. So I need you to be honest about everything you know, Jesse, because let me tell you, man, I have talked to her 5-6 hours since we started last night, about 10:30. Okay, and she has given very detailed statements about her version of what happened. So I need detailed statements from you two, because right now I am telling you, and I can show you a little video of what type of thing she's saying that you did. Okay, and the only way for me to cast any doubt onto her version of the story is to have another version of the story.
Right.
And that other version of the story's got to be pretty damn detailed.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to be able to gather evidence to back it up. And you see, based on her statements and the evidence, right? And you know some of the things that have been going on with, we've gotten DNA swabs from you and stuff like that. You got a arrest warrant with your name on it. And those aren't easy to get for a murder.
Is my DNA at the crime scene?
Well, I'm not going to discuss
Okay.
specific things, but I will tell you that there's an arrest warrant for murder for you.
Right.
So obviously things are pretty rock solid on our end. Okay?
Right.
So I just am trying to understand it all, Jesse, because, we gave you an opportunity to talk to us way
Yeah.
back when.
You did.
So the issue is going to be that,
You know
what I'm saying? The issue is going to be that we had that opportunity to come and tell us what was going on. That didn't happen.
Well, I'm not going to incriminate. At the time we was together, I'm not going to incriminate somebody I love. If I was going to incriminate someone that I loved, I would have told her when it happened.
Do you think she loved you?
Yeah, once upon a time.
That's 6 hours of that story.
Well, Let me tell you something, man. When I first went in there,
Mhm.
this dude didn't need to be killed. She told me this dude has to be killed because he can identify her. She started
And
feeding
he
him
was
pills.
still alive, right?
Yeah, she's making him take these pills. She's forcing him to take these pills, and he's slowly taking them. But he knows he knows why she's doing it, and she's telling him why she's doing it. She's saying it's because she says she says I said them pills are just they're gonna make you go to sleep. And he said I'm not. And she said no. He knows what they're gonna do. And I'm like, why would you?
Where'd they come from?
They was in his room.
Do you know what they were?
Man, they couldn't have been nothing very. They couldn't have been no narcotics.
Right.
They I don't know what they were exactly, but I know they made him drowsy.
Okay.
You know, and she kept trying to force these pills to him. You know, and finally he started fighting back.
Tell me about fighting back. What was that?
And
Was he fighting with you or fighting with her or what?
Yeah.
What?
He was fighting with me. He came at
Okay.
me. You know what I mean?
What did you have when that
A
happened?
knife.
What
I
kind of
had a
knife?
I had a knife, and she had a knife.
What that steak knife?
Mhm.
Okay. And when he started fighting with you, what happened?
I punched him
Where'd you punch him?
in the nose.
Okay.
And he fell backwards. And I think, and I got it from her.
What'd you do?
And
Okay.
then she went and got a knife from the kitchen, a butcher knife. Because he didn't die, he kept breathing.
What'd she do with the butcher knife?
He gave it to me, and I
You just put him out of his misery?
yeah.
Same thing or something else. How about those other wounds on his body? How did that happen?
Like his chest and stuff? He had a bunch to his chest.
I'm when he was laying there still breathing.
Do you know what you...
A knife.
Is that all you ever used?
Yeah. It was a skinny blade knife.
So you're saying she once, and that was where at?
In the throat.
Left side, you think?
No, well,
You remember?
he was sitting there. It would have been probably like on this side, I would think, on the left side.
Okay.
I think so. That's the way it said it was. That's the way he was sitting.
Just so you're telling me the truth, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you the absolute truth. I didn't know it's got mad at him.
So
I can tell you.
what was your guys' intent when you went there? What was the whole idea going there? I'm sure it wasn't there.
She said she knew a rich old guy. She gave a prize on his rich old guy had lots of money. And I said, no. I said, okay. I said, she never said she had to kill him. She didn't say she had to kill him until we got in there. She says like we can't leave him alive because he can identify me.
Yeah, the whole thing you start out with the story about how you waited an hour and a half at the car. That's not true, is it?
No, I went inside initially and waited in the other room.
Even with this revelation, Jesse can't explain his part in the crime. So far, he's given 2 accounts of the same night. They can't both be true. Nonetheless, he continues to give detectives a confession that is about to help shape this entire case.
We just pulled up there, and we just sit there on the road. And she said, "I said, where's it at?" She said, "Down there." She says, "I want to walk down there." And I said, "Well, he's not going to open the door for me."
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, are you sure he knows you? And she said, "Yeah." I said, "He'll open the door for you." And she said, "Yeah."
And did you follow her, or what'd you do, Jesse?
I waited a while, but then I waited. I didn't wait an hour and a half. I waited maybe 20 minutes, and then I walked in and the door was open.
Okay.
So you just walked in.
Mm-hmm.
When you walked in, what happened?
She started looking. I had a knife, and she started telling me, telling him where's the money at, asking him where's the money.
Mm-hmm.
He's got any guns, money, anything valuable, whatever. And she's rummaging through the house.
Did she have gloves on?
She had gloves on.
Where'd those come from?
Dollar Tree in the Lowe's, I believe.
How did they get there? Did she have them? Did you bring them to her? What happened?
No, she wore them. She had them in her possession. I had some with me.
Okay.
And Formation, accumulation.
So did you know the guy's name? Who was,
I didn't know it until
what's his
you
name?
guys showed up in Park Hills.
What's his name?
Danny Taylor.
Dave. So that whole night, he did not expect her to be there at all.
No.
She just showed up at his doorstep.
She threw over his doorstep. She said that he had his alarm set for midnight. I guess she thought he was supposedly supposed to go meet somebody at a strip club. I guess he did that on a regular basis. I don't know.
Okay. So you walk in, Jesse, and what's she doing is immediately when you walk in?
She's just standing there in front of him, talking to him,
Okay.
like being friendly with him.
Was she already giving him the pills at that point, or no?
No.
Okay.
She came in and she just was like, here, you keep him there while she went through the house. You know, she started going through the house. But she got about alcohol out of there. I forgot.
Tell me.
What time did you get to that Daniel's place?
I would say it was about 10:30.
And
10:30, 11 maybe.
how long do you think you were there before you guys killed him?
Oh, hour.
So you're thinking 12, roughly.
Roughly. I got there 10:30 at night. Then I know the midnight, the alarm clock went off that was set for midnight. He was set to go somewhere at midnight and it went off. I remember that.
Okay.
I can't believe she tried to see me on the river like that, man. I was protecting her and she just.
Something's wrong with her, dude. You know what I'm saying?
There is.
Like something really.
You see, Bob, I wanted to be clear, but the first degree thing, you know, she's saying.
I don't know.
She's
That's
saying,
up to
I'm
the
saying
station.
she's saying that I knew this guy, I met him before, and that is a lie. I never
Okay.
met this man until she let me in his house.
In short, because of Jesse's confession, investigators were later able to take the charges toward conviction despite a lack of DNA evidence. In the aftermath of this case, Jesse Worley ultimately took a plea deal on December 7, 2016. He was charged with first-degree murder and was sentenced to 40 years, to be served in full under Illinois law. Part of that deal was that he would testify against Eva. Eva Heisch took her case to a jury, which went on for 6 days in Madison County in August 2019. On August 26, 2019, she was convicted of first-degree murder and armed robbery. On October 9th, the judge sentenced her to 60 years for the murder, to be served in full, consecutive with a 30-year sentence for the armed robbery. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe to our channel. 80% of everyone watching isn't, and your support would help us more than you realize. It's free, and it keeps this channel alive. You can also check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.